How do you feel when you walk into your kitchen knowing that you need to declutter and organize your pantry, your kitchen cabinets, or your kitchen drawers? How does it make you feel? Do you dread it? Are you overwhelmed by it? Do you look at the food items in your kitchen cabinets and think, man, I wish they were all categorized. It really help me out so much better. I'd be happier. Well, I know you're like me. You want everything organized in your kitchen so that you can easily find that stuffing mix that you need for your baked chicken. So I was wondering, do you think that your organizing mindset and decluttering kitchen mindset is holding you back? Especially when you've got the toddlers underfoot all day, constantly running around the house. Can I have some cookies, 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 please, cookies, one cookie, one cookie, one cookie. I remember those days. Hello, busy homemaker. You are in the kitchen with Deb, and I am your personal kitchen consultant. And today, I'm going to give you 3 tips for having a better organizing and decluttering kitchen mindset. Now, do you remember my story, how I was procrastinating and kept putting off that baking cabinet? I had to literally do that in 4 phases, and I did 2 of those phases in the group, in the challenge, in last month's challenge to get it done. After I did that, finally got to that baking cabinet, got it organized, got it done, I was so much happier. I was so pleased with the way it looked. I felt successful. I felt accomplished. I actually went on to do more organizing. Now, my other cabinets really didn't need it, but I went through to figure out what I can purge. Is there still something I can purge and get rid of that I'm not using? Because I was so excited with that. Now, I know a lot of you have told me you're very overwhelmed with all the work that needs to be done in the house with the organizing and decluttering. And I'm hear you. That is one of the main reasons, the very main reason I should say, that I've created mini courses for you with the simple A, B, C formula that's easy to follow. You won't have to overthink it. I've added photos. I've added kitchen guides so that you're less stressed. I give you loads of examples because I want to help you take your kitchen from chaos to calm and functional. That's my whole goal, my whole purpose as a kitchen and home consultant. Mostly the kitchen consultant part. Nobody wants a house of chaos. It's chaos enough with the kids around, running around and the homework and here and there, and we're errand, this errand, that errand, and got to go here, got to get this done, that done. That's enough chaos. But we don't want the chaotic household either. We want everything organized, decluttered. And it's hard when you've got a family. It's hard to do. I get that. Okay, so now the 3 tips to help you have a better organizing and decluttering mindset. Number 1, don't overthink it because you will get overwhelmed. And what do I mean by that? I mean, okay, you've got to get your pots and pans organized, but you're sitting there thinking, I need to move the plates over to the other side so that's more convenient when I'm cooking. I need to declutter the cabinet, the countertop, so that there's less items on there. I don't want the toaster on there. With the coffee maker, it's a little too much. You're making yourself overwhelmed with the whole process. The trick is, we know the big picture is there. Don't overthink it so that you don't start. Say to yourself, I want to get my pots and pans done. And then go ahead and break it into smaller sections. For example, the bottom shelf of the cabinet one day, the top of the shelf of the cabinet the next day. That way you're not so overwhelmed. Even if you get to that cabinet 3-4 days later and finish it, that's still good. You're still doing great because you're organizing and decluttering. And you're not overthinking it. Number 2, tackle your kitchen cabinet in smaller sections. Kitchen cabinet, pantry, insert whatever you need to get done. Kitchen drawer. Pick it up in smaller sections. Divide it into 3s if you have to, into 4s, whatever you have to do. So that it's smaller portions with the time you do have. I'll get this section done while the kids are doing their homework. This should only take about 5-10 minutes. I'll do this other section later on. I'll do this, have some other time. And then eventually, you're like, hey, I got that drawer done. How about that? And here I was thinking of spending, I was so worried about it because I knew I'd have to spend 45 minutes on the drawer when you just cut it down into sections, and then maybe it only took you 10 or 15 minutes to do each little section instead of doing the whole 45 minutes worth of work at a time if it's a cluttered drawer. And number 3, work from easiest to hardest in your kitchen. If that junk drawer overwhelms you and you hate the thought of doing it, do the easy stuff first. I don't care whether your plates are the easiest, if that's all you got in the kitchen cabinet, go through those plates. I can't see who's watching me, Facebook's not showing me, but I just saw a heart go by. Thank you very much, whoever you are. I appreciate that. Oh, it's Stephanie. Hey, Stephanie, nice to see you. So if those plates are the easiest for you, do that first. If that only takes 2 minutes, get it done in 2 minutes. You got it done. Then when you have another chunk of time, 5 minutes, go to the next easiest. Maybe the bowls are the next drawer. That will only take you 4.5 minutes. Get that done. And keep going. Now, eventually you're going to get harder and harder, and the time effort you got to put in is going to take longer. That's when you have to chunk it into your sections. You get to that one cabinet where all the Tupperware, the kids dropped it all, and it's all in the drawer shoved in. They just threw it back in, and you know you got to nest it, nest the lids. One day do the lids. The next day do the Tupperware, or do part of the Tupperware to start getting at least a start on it. Throw the rest back in the drawer if you don't have the time. This way you're still got partially, you got a half a stack done. That is how you save yourself from the overwhelm and overthinking of all the work you've got to do in the kitchen to organize and declutter. Now, I'm going to put this out there for the last time. I'm going to archive my freebie, the Declutter Your Worst Kitchen Cabinet in 2 Days Challenge ebook. I'm going to put that away. I'm going to archive it. If you guys decide you want it now, the last of the freebie, comment me or raise your hand or something, because I'm going to archive it, because next week we're going to be going into the challenge for we're going to do the least used utensils, hard to say, and most used utensils. We're going to get into get that going because we got to get our kitchens ready for the holiday baking and cooking. And you guys already know what I'm making for my Thanksgiving dessert. We talked about that on the video, believe it was last Thursday. So if you want the last of the ebook, if you didn't get a chance to do the decluttering challenge with us and want the ebook for the Declutter Your Worst Kitchen Cabinet in 2 Days challenge, let me know now. Because like I said, once I archive it, don't ask me next week when we're doing the utensil challenge. Sorry, it's archived, because we've got other challenges coming up in the next months to do. We've got a lot coming up. We're gonna get organized and get decluttered, my busy homemakers. Now, what do you need to organize and declutter? Because we're going to be voting next week in the group. Oh, I shouldn't say, not next week. No, that's the week of the challenge. We'll probably be voting the week after. If there's a special room you need to get decluttered or your kitchen, let me know. Put it in the comments because we're going to be voting on it in the group for December's challenge. And don't forget, invite your best friend to the challenge for the utensil challenge because you're going to want an accountability partner. Keep you on track because you're going to have the kids coming in and out the door, homework, and have a lot going on. But remember, I only ask you to dedicate 15 minutes each day to the challenge, the 2 days. And I keep everything up, the videos up until the following Sunday so you have time in case you can't get to it because I understand things happen. It even happens to me, it happens to everybody. Okay, busy homemakers, that's all I have for you today. Remember, if you want that freebie, ask me about it now because next week it's going to be gone. If you want to declutter your kitchen cabinet and catch up with us and then so you can do the most used and least used utensil challenge. And thank you everybody for those that are watching. Let me know if you're on the replay. I'll catch you later. Thank you. Bye. Bye, busy homemaker.